Hi, I'm Froggy Lumpy.
And I'm Phenix and this is episode 9 of Sky Factory 2.
Yes, it
How you
is.
doing today?
Oops, I jumped on you.
That's okay. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, look at your glasses.
If you actually look at all of me, I'm very hodgepodgey.
You are.
I'm very eclectic. I've got Technicolor glasses. I've got iron chest plate. I've got chainmail legs and rubber boots. I'm just all over the place.
You are.
I'm looking very strange. You, however, at least have a little bit of matching on your outfit because your chest plate and leggings look match. You got your little red shoes.
Yep.
And then you got that witch's hat that doesn't have a point when you put it on.
Right.
It just looks like a little stumped top hat.
Yep.
But anyway, this episode, if you'll look around here, I've got all set up here to be able to start some Botania. We need to get to learning, well, not learning. Well, we actually do need to learn more
We need to get to learning.
Because I don't know all of Botania. But we need to get started on some Botania so that we can start getting a few good things out of Botania. So anyway, this area here, I'm going to put a pure daisy. This area will be my apothecary area. And over here, I'm going to make some day blooms. So now, everything I just said, what does that mean? Let's look. Oh my goodness. That's noisy. In your basics and mechanics of Botania, you can look and find in this mystical flowers, it will mention that there's flowers out in the world, right? Well, obviously not in this game, so you have to get your own. But take the flower, put it in a crafting grid of any kind, and it will give you the little petals that you'll need. And if you craft a mortar and pestle, which is just a stick, an oak plank, and a bowl, you'll get your pestle and mortar. Ugh. And take that, place with a petal, and you can get your different powders that you'll need for different things. And you can use those in dyes too. So if we need dyes, we could use those. But in this game, there's not a lot of excessive petals yet, so I'm not willing to use them for dyes yet. But we do need to get the flowers. How do you make flowers? Well, you get fertilizer. You need the floral fertilizer. You can use this two different ways, the Minecraft vanilla way or the Botania way. The Botania way would be the 4 powders and bone meal, and you'll get your floral fertilizer. Or you can use the Minecraft way, which let me come out of here and see, do I have right here? Okay, let's go over to this crafting bench. If you take bone meal and put bone meal in here, let me make a few of them. And then you needed 4 powders, so you take 2 reds and 2 yellows, and I'm doing this twice, so that means I'm having 4 here. So 2 red, 2 yellow, and 2 bone meal. In this case, it would be 4 bone meal because I'm making 2 floral fertilizers. So I pull these 2 fertilizers out, and then you just right click on the grass, and there's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Kind of look around. You get different amounts, so I'll right click again on the grass over here, and I got 1, 2, 3 this time. You can get 1 to 5, I think it is. So I got 3 on both these times. And then, of course, you just go over there and left click them and, harvest them, obviously. So then I did this quite a number of times so that I could end up with all of these flowers that I have in here. So, next, let's go back out of here and go to the Petal Apothecary. On the Petal Apothecary, you need the Petal Apothecary to make many different things in Botania. I'm not going to read all of this because it is so boring. But to make a Petal Apothecary, you need to have 4 cobblestone, 2 stone slabs, and any of the flower petals will do. If you wanted to make it a little bit more interesting, on this last page here, tossing in vines will give the block, the apothecary block, a different visual look. I have done that in other games. In this one, obviously, I'm not going to. First of all, I don't have a vine, and I probably in this world wouldn't waste it. So, cobblestone, 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 cobblestone.
Vines are easy to get.
Slabs, slabs. Maybe for you, but not for me. Oh, you know what? I didn't make. I gotta pull this back out. I didn't make any petals. Let me get in here. And in this stage of the game, it's look to see what you use the least of and what do you have the most of. And it looks like black and brown. I will be using magenta, so I'm not going to use that. So let me just get a couple of black petals. That'll work. One goes in the middle, and then the cobblestone up and down here, and the two slabs. Fabulous. We have a petal apothecary. I already have the pestle and mortar Phenix made already, so I have that already. So we'll just plop that down, then take my bucket here and fill it up with water, and then I can just stand right here and put it back. So it's an easy manual setup. Okay, you can automate this, I believe, but we're going to keep it with manual right now anyway. I don't know if I'm even going to do it. So now we've got our petal apothecary. Next thing you need in order to be able to make the different things, if I go back to oh yeah, I should show that too. To make Alexia Botania, we got one again. Actually, I think we have 3 or 4 from the loot bags. But to make one is very easy. You just need a book and any sapling will do. So if I come back out here to the beginning, mana manipulation, generating flora, functional flora. I mean, baubles and accessories is fabulous. There are so many things in Botania. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's just, and the lexicon index gives you introductions to things and tells you quite a few things about your basic stuff. Your guide to Botania. Author. There we go. What is that? Vasky. Lisbeth Vasky Pica. Thank you for Botania. I love it. So, back to the basics. We need to make a pure daisy.
Oh, how do you make
because a pure daisy gives you wood and stone. So to make a pure daisy, it will turn stone and wood into living stone and living rock. Your living wood can also be turned into twigs, which we'll need that a little bit later. But how do you get it? White is bright and pure, isn't it though? It'll give you a pure daisy. Mystical petals. You just need mystical petals. That's all you need. So all we need to do is take these little flowers right here in our little tiny crafting grid here and I'm going to make 2 of them. So I'm going to place, standing before it, pressing the Q, throw 1, 2, 3, 4 petals in there, and then you throw 1 seed in there, regular Minecraft seeds, and that gets you a pure daisy. So let's do that again. I'll need my water bucket again. And so let's pull my axe up there. There we go. Oh, wait, I didn't fill it back up. I always like to fill it back up. Oh my gosh. Seriously? Jeez. Okay, let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 seed. Very good. So, we have a glitch in the system big time.
That's not good.
How did I end up with did I have a bucket in my inventory? Maybe that's what it was. That's weird. Okay, so we have our pure daisies. Now, to get our living wood and our living rock, let's pull down some stone and some wood. Let's place a daisy approximately here. And place stone. Oh, good grief, not on top. Don't do that. Now you have a cobble, so that's a mess up. Okay, so place stone all around it. You can do like the book showed and just do half and half if you can only make one daisy. And then the other daisy, place the wood all around it. And in just a matter of moments, really, it doesn't take very long at all, you'll end up with the living wood and the living rock. So that's wonderful. So let's go back to the book again. And we'll oh, this flower pouch. Oh gosh, I can't wait till I get to it. That is wonderful. Here, not so much, but it really is wonderful.
It'll still be good.
I'm in the wrong page here. Mana manipulation. There we go. First thing you have to do in order to get mana is you need a mana pool. So, to get a mana pool, you need the living rock. You take just 5 living rock and you get a diluted mana pool. Now that diluted mana pool is not much, it's not very good at all. So you have to make another one. And then you drop it, if you make 2 of them and then drop it in the, drop it in the, I just lost my train of thought completely.
The mana, drop it in the mana pool?
Here's the living rock. See, it doesn't take very long at all for it to start. For it to turn. And my wood's turning now too. So if I go ahead and harvest that, I can go ahead and start making some more. And I will make a diluted mana pool. I'm trying to rush, so that's why I'm messing up. Slow down and relax. There we go. Now we have wood, and we have rocks, so we can make sticks. That's so funny. It's actually twigs that you're making. Twigs. Okay, so there we go. We can let that set and set up again, and that won't take very long. And let's come over here and make our diluted mana pools, because we need. I'll go ahead and start these other 3 in there because we'll need 2 of them. So let's set this mana pool, and this is where this. So then let's go to what we need for mana. That's easy to do. Let's just move these living rocks now, and we'll go ahead and put these mystical flowers in. We want to make a day bloom. So let's get all of these petals, and we need some orange, and did I use all the whites? Okay, so let's go back to our mystical flowers. Is it in there? No, it's not. Pure daisy. Okay. There we go. Day bloom. Day bloom has to be diagonal from each other when they're placed, or it will not actually work if they are touching each other side by side. They have to have a space in between them to actually work. So I need light blue petals, 1 light blue, 1 orange petal, and 2 yellow petals. Again, using the apothecary. It was the light blue that I put away and wasn't supposed to. Okay, so let's get our orange ones, and let's get our light blue ones. So back to the, let's pull that up there, and I do have this strange. So I need light blue. I'll put all this stuff down here, and let's put it all on hotbar so it'll be easy to do. So I need 2 yellows. So Q throws it in. 1 orange, 1 blue, and voila, I have in my inventory, where's it at? There we go. I have a day bloom. Yay!
Yay!
Now, day blooms they only work during the day, but they will create mana.
Ooh.
And in order for them to actually make a decent amount, you need to make a lot of them. They only work in the daytime, so it is best to have other sources as well, if you let nighttime stick around anyway, which we don't a lot really. So to make our day blooms, we throw in a yellow, orange, blue, and a seed. There we go. And give it some more water. And yellow, orange, blue, and a seed. Oops, what'd I do wrong? I missed one somewhere. Oh, I've got 2 blue ones in there. Give me that blue back. There we go. I think it gave me the right one back. Let's see. Ah, it did. Good. So put more water in there. And I'm getting, now I have 4 day blooms. Let's make at least 5 so that we can have one little square thingy. 2, 3, 4. And a seed. Put the water back. And now that we have 5 day blooms, here's the basic setup of the flowers. Let's put them over here. And let's put them here. Here. Remember, it has to be every other one. There we go. So there's your initial setup of your day blooms. Now you can make this as big as you want, as many as you want. There's your basic setup. Now, the diluted mana pool needs to be turned into a regular mana pool. So let's make another mana pool. And my pickaxe just got something. What did it get? I just became master. It has auto repair and haste.
Cool. Oh my, look how fast you mine.
That's cool, definitely. Now we need the living wood to be able to make a mana spreader. This is your basic starting stuff that you have to have for Botania. Once you get all of this stuff set up and started, then you just make all kinds of cool stuff. I mean, it's really, really neat. Okay, so here's my diluted mana pool. Now I need to make, let me pull the book out and show again the mana spreader, if I can find it. It's gold and wood, and the mana spreader. That is in mana spreader. There we go. There we go. 6 living wood, piece of gold, and any petal will do. And that is in the crafting bench as well. So 6 pieces of wood, easy peasy, piece of gold, and that other black petal that I had, and there we go. We have a mana spreader. Now you remember those twigs? Those are just 2 pieces of living wood. So I'm going to need 3 of those twigs, and well, it helps if I pull all 3 twigs out. I take these 3 twigs and put them up here, and then here's where I need those certain petals because I want certain colors. You can make your wand any color you want, and you can also make it, there we go, show the color on the left and right in any way you want as well by switching them. So you can really design this twig however you want. So I've got this in my and Phenix's colors, and then when I make him one, I do the exact opposite. So when I'm holding this, I see green, and when he's holding his,
I see magenta.
Magenta. So we've got this. Now we've got the wand of the forest. The wand of the forest is important because you need to know where you're getting your stuff from, right? So let's place the mana spreader. Yeah, I want that to be here. There we go. The little hole right here, I just placed it there. You can actually move it with this. When you're holding your mana, not your mana, when you're holding your wand of the forest, you can actually see the little particle effects there. And it says unknown status. It will also show your day blooms unknown status. Right click on there And now my day bloom is showing that it looks like it's fairly empty. That's because it hasn't been up here very long. But I'm right clicking every one of these so it'll say known status. This will go back to unknown status as well. However, if you shift right click the day bloom and then the spreader, you have these little colored blocks that are popping up here now. Now these are linked. If you shift right click the spreader to the mana pool, or is it the mana pool to the spreader? There we go. No. There we go. Now my little dot thing, the little hole, because the mana spreader changed. Remember, it was going out that way, so now it's coming out this way because of me shifting and placing it there. Shift the mana spreader, shift right click the mana spreader, then the diluted mana pool, and then it will direct it to wherever you want to go. So shift right click the mana spreader, then shift right click wherever you want your mana spreader to go. And now if we look in here, we're getting mana already, and it says a check mark here because I can now throw this in here and it'll work. There we go. Now I have a mana pool. So this diluted mana pool I don't really want anymore. I want it to be a mana spreader as well. So now I'm going to take this one, and again I'm going to say go here instead. So now it will put the mana that it gets into here. And I hate losing this little bit that's in here, but I have to. So now I will take when that gets enough in it. Right now there's an X on there, and it's telling me that I don't have enough in it. So whenever the day blooms make a little bit more and bring over here, then it'll be enough, and I will have more. And I'm going to make another, while that's getting some, I'm going to make another mana spreader, because mana is something that takes a while to build up, and you definitely want to get started with it right away. So I'm going to go ahead and make some more. You know what, I'm going to make a double of wood because I need more living wood right now that I need living rock. So I'm going to go ahead and make a double batch of that. And this should be full by now. Well, not full. I have enough in it. Yes, it does. Very good. So I can just push the Q button, drop that in there, and now I have a mana pool. So now what I'm going to do is get another mana spreader, and I'm going to place it approximately right here. Let me see what I just did as far as lighting goes there. Yeah, so let's just put a torch on this wall right here. That should do it. Yep, it does. So I'm going to put another mana spreader and this other mana pool, so that way I am getting mana from a couple of different directions. And it would probably be wise to make another day bloom. So let's 2 yellows, 1 orange, 1 blue, and 1 seed. 1 blue and 1 seed. And there's another day bloom, and if I had more yellow I could make more day blooms, but I don't. Oh gosh, I do. Let's make another few day blooms here. I can make 2 more day blooms. So let's put this down here on the hot bar, put that down there on the hot bar, and make just a couple of more day blooms. We'll just pop that down there so we can actually see the day blooms coming up. Not even using my... Okay, so 2 yellow, 1 orange, 1 blue, 1 seed. Very good. Now we have 2. Fabulous. And so let's do that one more time, and that should set us up for the beginnings of getting some mana, because now our living wood is done. Where's my axe? Let's get my axe back down here, get my book down here, move that over, and let's get our wood picked up here, and we'll make another mana spreader, and then we shall. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And let's see, how do you make a mana spreader again? That is 3 on the bottom and 3 on the top of the living wood. 1 little piece of gold ingot on the left side, and then and I don't want to use those. So let me get a brown. Any petal will do, so I'm just going to get a brown petal here. And put a brown petal in there, and now I have another mana spreader. And I'm going to place these down.
Nope.
What do you mean? Oh, I put that in the wrong spot, didn't I? Okay, so now I'll place this mana spreader right here.
Place it where you want it.
And I'm going to take the wand. And if you notice the wand, it actually says it's in bind mode right now, because if I click this to here, it will bind it.
It pointed right to it.
Again, with the unknowns, it's always unknown until you just right click, and it'll let you know what its status is. But I want to bind this day bloom to this spreader. I want to bind this day bloom to this spreader, bind this day bloom to this spreader, and bind this day bloom. Now I'm shift right clicking, bind right click to that spreader. Now those day blooms will go to that one. Now if I again shift right click that spreader, I'm binding each flower to whichever spreader I want now, which is really cool. Did I do this one? I did, I think. So I've got these 4 bound, and when you look at it, you can actually, Wayla's kind of in the way here. You can see that when I pass over the day blooms, this is a good example. This left day bloom, the left spreader has got a little white outline box. This day bloom has an outline on that right mana spreader box.
Cool.
And so that lets you know what things are bound to. Now when you want to take your twig, good grief, your wand of the forest out of bind mode, just simply shift and right click on the ground, and now it is back to being in function mode. So now you can come over here and it'll say sparing mana to items, or you can change that by shift. It will accept mana from items. Now it's accepting mana from items. This one is accepting mana from items as well. So now both of these mana pools will start filling up, and we can do some wonderful things with Botania in a little while once we get some mana built up. So there is your basics, your beginnings of Botania.
Cool.
And you got vines running down the wall.
I do.
That's cool.
Oh, your vines were easy.
That has been a very long and drawn out episode. I feel like I'm winded from this, so I don't know how long this episode is, but maybe we can chop a few bits out.
Maybe.
But I think that'll about do it. We've got the starting lineup of Botania. Constantly putting stone and wood around your day blooms to build up a supply is a good thing. After you build up your supply, then you don't have to do it very much. That's why I don't mind the manualization of Botania, because it doesn't take long to build like this up. So it's like, okay, that's not that much manual. And so it's like, okay, I'm actually interacting with this mod. So it's nice because there are some automation things and there's some things that you can interact with. So
Looks good.
it makes it very nice. So That'll do it. As the sun is setting, this is getting to be a habit here. We did this last episode.
We did.
It was getting nighttime. So, I'm Froggy Lumpy.
And I'm Phenix Animator.
Thanks ever so much for watching, everybody. Have a great day.
See y'all later.
Good night.
Good night.
Couldn't resist. Bye.